Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Yonhap News Agency, Chinese President Xi Jinping met with North Korea's Premier Park Thae-song in Beijing on Friday, ahead of an event commemorating the 65th anniversary of the bilateral friendship treaty signed in 1961. Premier Park arrived in China for a three-day visit at the invitation of the Chinese Communist Party. South Korea's Unification Ministry noted that this is the first time in 7 years that North Korea has sent a government delegation to Beijing for this treaty's anniversary, and highlighted that the delegation's rank was elevated to premier from a lower-ranking official in 2019. The meeting follows a summit held between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and President Xi in Pyongyang, where both leaders vowed to expand exchanges and strengthen bilateral ties. According to a report by the Liberty Times, the incoming British Prime Minister, Labour MP Andy Burnham, who is scheduled to take office on July 20th, 2026, has outlined his vision for national defense. Writing in the Times, Burnham vowed to significantly increase investment in the country's armed forces and focus on rebuilding Britain's hard power to address an increasingly dangerous global landscape. He emphasized that in a new era where much of the UK's current military equipment has become obsolete, restoring defense capabilities is a critical step. By channeling investments into the defense sector, Burnham aims to drive the reindustrialization of the United Kingdom, ultimately ending its reliance on other nations for military equipment procurement. He cited recent international crises, such as the conflict involving the United States, Israel, and Iran, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and a major cyber attack on carmaker Jaguar Land Rover that cost nearly £2 billion, as stark reminders of the need for stronger defense. Burnham stressed that achieving these military and economic goals is paramount to securing the nation's future security and economic stability. According to Hankyoreh, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and Mongolian President NorthKorearelations held a bilateral summit in Ulaanbaatar, pledging to expand cooperation on rare earths and critical minerals. This state visit, the first by a South Korean leader to Mongolia in 15 years, focused on leveraging Mongolia's abundant resource reserves, including copper, lithium, and rare earths, alongside South Korea's advanced technology and logistics. During the summit, the two leaders agreed in principle on a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, CPA, setting a target of $1 billion to bilateral trade by 2030. They highlighted the importance of active cooperation through their joint rare metals committee to secure stable supply chains. In addition, the two presidents committed to working together for peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. Given Mongolia's historically friendly diplomatic ties with North Korea, President Lee is believed to have sought Ulaanbaatar's support in encouraging Pyongyang to resume dialogue. The summit concluded with the adoption of a joint declaration and the signing of 21 memorandums of understanding across various sectors, including science and technology. According to Gigi Press, Japanese Transport Minister Yasushi Kaneko announced on Friday that 4 Japan-linked vessels still remain in the Persian Gulf. This comes after 22 such ships successfully transited the crucial Strait of Hormuz between Tuesday and Thursday. The regional crisis began following the February 28th attacks on Iran by the United States and Israel, which initially left 45 Japan-linked vessels stranded in the Gulf due to heightened security risks. The stranded ships began departing gradually starting in April, with the frequency of successful transits increasing rapidly in July. While many vessels have managed to safely cross the strait, tensions in the region remain high. The U.S. Central Command recently announced retaliatory attacks in response to an Iranian assault on commercial shipping, highlighting the ongoing volatility in the strategic maritime corridor. Kaneko emphasized that vessels ready for transit were able to cross one after another, but the Japanese government continues to monitor the remaining ships. South Korean semiconductor giant SK Hynix has achieved a milestone in financial markets by raising $26.5 billion in a record-breaking initial public offering, IPO, on the Nasdaq. According to Al Jazeera, this debut represents the largest ever listing by a foreign company in the United States, surpassing the $25 billion raised by Alibaba in 2014. The offering was highly anticipated, with reports indicating it was oversubscribed by more than 7 times, reflecting intense global investor interest in companies linked to the artificial intelligence boom. Industry experts note that this success underscores the market's confidence in the AI memory cycle and the sustained demand for high-performance memory chips. SK Hynix, which has seen its domestic share price rise significantly this year, continues to solidify its position as a global leader alongside firms like Samsung and Micron. As AI budgets from major technology companies remain a key focus, this record-breaking move highlights how central the semiconductor supply chain has become to the broader global economic landscape. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.